First of all, just wondering what your reaction is to Marcus Rashford saying that he's ready for a new challenge.
I think he's right. We have here a new challenge. It's a tough one. For me, it's the biggest challenge in football because we are in a difficult situation, and I already said that this is one of the biggest clubs in the world. So this is really a new challenge and the biggest one. And I hope all my players are ready for this new challenge.
So you didn't interpret that as he wanted a new challenge elsewhere. And have you spoken to Marcus about the
interview?
No,
not yet. Not yet. It was yesterday. I gave a day off to the lads. So he's our player and he's ready to the next game.
Rúben, you, having left someone with as bigger profile as Marcus, do you have to then talk to him about his future and your future, or do you just kind of go on the training pitch, expect him to be there, and whatever happens behind the scenes in terms of whether he's part of your squad or not just happens?
I spoke with a lot of players individually and during trainings. What I want is to take the best of Marcus Rashford as all the players. So I don't talk about the future, I just talk about the present. I want the best of each one of them, and that is the key point for me. I just want to win and to help the team to be better. So we are better with Marcus Rashford, and that's simple. And we try different things to push Marcus to the best level that he's shown in the past. So that's all.
So it sounds from what you're saying, both then and to Simon's question, that you'd be quite happy for Marcus to stay here and be part of what you're trying to build, to buy into what you're trying to build.
Of course, because this kind of club needs big talent, and he's a big talent. So you just need to perform at the highest level, and that is my focus. I just want to help Marcus.
When there is a lot of concern over a player's future like Marcus, what impact might that have on the rest of the squad? How concerned are you about the other players? What message do you need to get across?
I think they are more simple than that. They focus on their job. Everyone, they are all the players. I was a player, and we are a little bit selfish. So they are focused on their job to win the place in this team. So I think there is not even an impact in the team.
And in terms of Marcus and Garnacho, are they both likely to be involved against Spurs tomorrow?
We have one more training, but it is the same situation of all the other players. If they train well, then I have to make a choice. We will see in the end of the training.
Would you expect a response from both of them on the park to sort of make a point of view?
Of course. I expect the best of each player every day. So we'll see after the training.
Rúben, I know you need to have that conversation with Marcus before you make your decision at the weekend's game, but if you do find out that a player wants to leave the club, would he be a part of the dressing room? Would you want to play like that around until January?
This is in the future. My focus is that to have all the players in the best that they can be to prepare each game. So we are talking about if there is no if in this kind of club. It's just Tottenham, and let's focus on the game.
Hi Rúben. I understand, fully that you say you want to get Marcus to his best level, him to stay here. But when a player says he's effectively ready to leave, if he's going to get to his top level here, he's going to have full commitment, he's going to have full focus. Can you realistically expect that from a player who has come out and said, "I'm ready to leave"?
I cannot say more from that interview or speak more about Rashford. I'm focused on the team. What I expect is every day, all the players during the training, outside the training, the engagement with the players. I talk about the way that they dressed. I was just making a point. I don't know how they dress. I see them as with a kit, just with a kit. I don't know how they eat. I'm not looking at the plate. So it was to make a point, and that is a good question to put that. I don't care how my players dress. It was to make like a real focus on the detail. What I can say is that I expect the best of each one of them. to prepare the game. And that's what we are doing to try to demonstrate to the players. The rest we will have time to address. My focus is to take the best of Marcus and take the best of our players.
Can you realistically, in his present state of mind, get that focus?
I don't control that. It's not my. What I can control is the way I see things, to take my players to the games and to the trainings. That is my focus. The rest I don't control. That is Marcus and Harry Maguire part and all the players. So my focus is to set the standards, to see if the players can do it, and then prepare the games. That is my focus. That part I cannot answer.
Mark. Rúben, one of the other issues you've had to face over the last few days is the issue of team leaks. Are you going to do anything differently in preparation for this game? Are you going to speak to the players about it to help prevent it?
Nothing. And nowadays, all the coaches knows about because I explain a lot of things about the team, the way we play, I want to play, the positioning, etc. But I say that because I understand that the coaches have that information just to see one time Manchester United play. So I'm not really worried about that, and I also cannot control that. So I will do the same things, I prepare the same games, because for me it's more important for my players to go to the game with a clear idea how to do it, than try to hide something to protect the leaking of the starting 11. That is not my focus. I'm not really worried about that.
Samuel.
Hi Rúben. How's Alejandro reacted to the disappointment of not being in the squad on Sunday? Have you spoken to him?
Really good. Trained really well. He seems a little bit upset with me, and that is perfect. I was really happy, because I will do the same. And he's ready for this game, so we'll see in the end of this training.
Was Marcus upset as well?
Marcus was sick in this first training, but he trained really well in the day of the game.
Chris.
Hi Rúben. Just on Marcus again, have you spoken to Jason and the club, and is the club stance that they want Marcus to stay here long term?
No, I didn't speak with them. The interview was yesterday. I'm focused on Tottenham. I didn't have the time. My focus is to prepare the team for Tottenham.
But as far as you know, the club stance is that they want Marcus to go and stay, and he's your player. No change.
Nothing changed. We believe in Marcus. Marcus is a player of Manchester United, so there's no change.
Hi Rúben. So you dropped Marcus for the derby for sort of training reasons, as you characterise it, and then he comes and yesterday says these words. That can't be helpful to you as a coach who's just arrived. You're trying to get your team play. You just talked about your focus as the team. So with regard to that, will you speak to him just about this? Look, be a bit more careful about what you say.
It's hard to explain to you guys what I'm going to do. I'm a little bit emotional, so in the moment I will understand what to do. But my focus now, the players didn't still arrive at Carrington, so I'm preparing the game, and then we will see. Let's focus on the team, not in individual player. So let's see it. So
is your attitude to this sort of thing that it can just happen, and actually a big club like Manchester United just move on, don't make too big a deal of it?
I know it's a hard situation to comment. If I give a lot of importance, it will have big lines in the newspaper. And I say that is not a problem. My standards is getting low, so I will deal with that. I understand that my focus is not to take the attention from the game, from the team, what we did in the last game, and put on Marcus. What I'm saying is that the team is more important than the individual. We'll assess at the right time. Let's focus on the game. That's all.
Last two questions, Rob and then Phil.
Hi Rúben. Can I just ask about Mason Mount? Is he available to face Tottenham?
No, he's not available. His injury, we will assess the amount of time. He's seeing the specialists today, so we'll see.
There's no indication if it's going to be a long thing or a...
No, not at the moment. I think we'll know more or less today. We'll see.
Is he okay personally? Because he seemed quite... Obviously, he's had a lot of injury problems. He looked quite distraught when he came off on
Yeah,
Sunday.
It was really sad. In the dressing room, he's really sad. So we need to help him. Like I said, when the player is in this moment with a lot of injuries, training, and then this kind of schedule without many trainings with all the squad to make the load that he really needs, we try to do it with a lot of exercise, but it's not the same. It's hard. And then you have to maintain the load, then we have to travel. With the travel you cannot train, so it's really hard for them. We'll try to manage to find a better way to recover this kind of guys like Mount and to Luke Shaw, because after a few weeks and a few months they will be ready to cope with a lot of games.
Last question, Phil.
Rúben, as you say, you were a former player. If you were left out of a team, dropped from the squad, whatever, would you do an interview and let your views be known publicly, or go and see your manager privately?
I can again, if it was me, probably I will speak with the manager. But guys, let's focus on Tottenham. Tottenham is the most important thing.